Hey, 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 beautiful souls. Welcome to this edition of the Daily Divine Astro Tea Time. My name is Lisa Diane Lyle, and this is my heart here on YouTube. I'll be completely honest, I'm feeling a little, I don't know, there's something in the air today, and I feel we'll see what I feel. We've got the singing bowl here, but first we're going to light the Palo Santo. I feel shaky. That's what I feel. I feel shaky. And this morning I had intended to tune in to the astrology of it all. And honestly, as I was like sitting tuning in, I was feeling antsy. I was um, not really into it. And then I was compelled to get up and start cleaning. So I just have area rugs and stuff. So I was like carpet sweeping the area rugs and then dusting and moving things around. So it does feel like there may be this energy we're being called to clear the home space, like tidy up. And maybe that's a gift we give to ourselves this holiday season is just clearing not so much the clutter, but the buildup, perhaps dust and stuff like this, so that we can feel more at ease in our space as we continue to gain clarity, if you will. So at this time, and there is a high heart activation going on. Every time I speak, there's like this vibration right here in the high heart in my chest, and it's almost like um as the receiver, it's almost like a fine tuning of our frequency, a fine tuning of our energy, if that makes sense. Let me get this a little more smoky. So how is everybody doing? Nobody's here with me yet at 222. Standing on our own 2 feet, making choices that support and fulfill our own soul needs. Okay, at this time, I'd like to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, with the intention of supporting our soul's needs and fulfillment at this time, in this lifetime. I was getting ahead of myself there. So let me take a sip of tea. I do have a tea here today, a linden flower tea. So just give me a sec. I left my book over there. Okay. Hey, hey, Wolf Mother, welcome. Happy Thursday to you as well. It's Friday in my world. And maybe some of the what did I call it? The unsettled energy is just like the culmination of a busy week or a hectic week. Like, honestly, there's a lot going on, isn't there? There's a lot going on. And so, are we honoring, in our experience, love's call to flight as the living light? We have our Sag new moon. So I didn't do much of the astrology. I will share a little thing that came through yesterday. We have our Sag new moon tomorrow, Friday, December the 19th at 8:43 p.m. And so this feels really beautiful, as well as we're approaching the longest night of the year here in the Northern Hemisphere. Sort of the high point of the year, right? The new moon, the solstice energy, the galactic center, the great attractor, everything right here for us, the high point of the year, the high point, of the year. Whereas the summer solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere, the longest day, that's kind of, if you will, like the low point, if you know what I mean, on the scale. So it's like Capricorn and Sag here, and then around the summer solstice, that Cancerian energy, safety and security. And, I kept hearing the message this morning. So as I was like carpet sweeping around and just like trying to calm myself, it's almost like self-soothing, if you will, because I don't know. I really don't know why I'm feeling sort of tender today, more tender than normal. And that's when my voice shakes and when I can feel the tears right behind my, it's almost like in the back of the nostrils and the back of the eyes. And I don't know why. So, yeah, as I was tidying up around, the message I heard is that there's safety in the heart. And so when I finished tidying, I went and I had a quick little soak in the tub as some music was playing. And then when I got out, I kept hearing there's safety in the heart. And I wanted to put on a black little undershirt today. And the guidance was no, white. There's safety in the purity of your heart. You're protected at this time, at all times. And so, some of us, we find the self-soothing or the tools that we have. For me, it's to wear black. It helps me to feel protected and to sort of repel any energies that don't belong in my space. And so to put the white on today when I'm feeling so like tender and somewhat unsettled, a little bit shaky, not really shaky. I don't think my hands are shaking, just unsettled. Was a pretty, I listened and yet I still feel pretty vulnerable. But I was guided to write, actually, that's really funny. I forgot that I wrote that. And I wrote this before I had the bath and put on the white and everything. Sag new moon, 8:43 p.m., 12:19 at 28 degrees, 25 minutes of Sagittarius. So at the very final degrees of the sign. And yeah, okay, I'm not alone in the vulnerability. The message that came through is path of purity, dark to light, solstice 2025. And then over here, the turning point. And that's literally all I was compelled to write about whatever the astrology is, the influences. Yesterday at work, I was thinking a lot about, it was a busy day. And I was in the fish tank. Everyone's like, you're the only one that calls it that. And I'm like, I know, I love it. I can't wait to get like some decals to put on the window only for the days that I'm in there. Because it's like you're on exhibit, sort of. It's a strange place to be. Anyways, as I was in there, like, I always write words down for the day. And yesterday's word was destiny. And then it's kind of maybe like poetry, I'm not sure. Destiny. Life didn't get the best of me. Destiny is the sacredness of why and how we now live and breathe. Sacred seed of eternal love. The best is yet to come. Are you ready for some fun? That's it. That's literally all that came through. It was like a minute little ditty. And so I guess this is where we are. We're at the doorstep of destiny, the turning of the season, and life didn't get the best of us because we weren't at our best. We were wrought with trauma, we self-loathing, all kinds of stuff, and we have overcome so much in 2025. And that's really the high point here as we approach the solstice, is like just the reflection on all that we've overcome, all the perceived obstacles that we have cleared out of the way. And in these final days of this year, we have 12 or 13 days left. In these final days, it's like perhaps there's a need to clear up the home space. Perhaps there's a need to be extra diligent with our self-care, showing up for ourselves. So I was guided strongly to work with the Gaia Oracle today, and this is the one of the first decks I was guided to use. Well, it is the first deck I was guided to use for my own spiritual development in opening my intuitive gifts. And I worked with this for a lot of years personally before really beginning to work with others in any way, shape, or form. So it's pretty awesome. Back to the basics, back to our roots. And this comes out the search, feeling lost, confused, lonely. There's that six again. And I wouldn't say I'm lost or confused. We may be lost or confused. We may be confused as to why we're feeling unsettled. And I would venture to say it's a collective energy. We're energetic beings. We call this planet home. Mother Earth is our home, all of us. And so, for those of us who are particularly sensitive to energetic shifts and changes, 1111, we will be feeling this even though we are not tuned in to the predictive programming and the narratives that are being spun. It's like, and I just saw, as I said, being spun, what I just saw is like, have you ever seen a spider spinning its web? Like when a fly comes in and then the spider is like all over it and wraps it up. That's what I just saw. And that's what's going on externally is they're trying to wrap everybody up and confuse everybody up. And perhaps that was a little bit of the unsettled energy this morning as well. It's we can only do our part. And our part is to continue to trust our heart and feel safe in this place and to know that we are not alone. And if we're feeling confused, is there something that we're refusing to see? The dream. Something is revealed, insight, breakthrough, and it's a number 4. You know what? Let's go. Nobody's complaining on my channel. It's not even getting seen, right? Number 4, stable foundations. And so if you're feeling lost and confused, the search, we don't have to search far because all that we need is within. And so perhaps instead of sitting there squatting, cowering, maybe ducking away from life, perhaps we lay ourselves out flat on our back and allow ourselves to be supported and feel how supported we are through our connection to beautiful Mother Earth. Yeah, because the wheel is turning, the wheel has spun. And so the unsettled energy may just be around this time, around this time of the changing of the seasons. Maybe around the changing of the seasons, maybe the energy of the upcoming holidays. This is a time of year that a lot of people don't look forward to. A lot of people spend this time on their own. And so I feel it's important for us, maybe in our own unique and little way this year, to help people to feel seen. Rex is sighing, like, yeah, the dream. Help people to feel seen. Trust our heart. We're completing a cycle up here, the year of the Hermit, the year of reflection and self-examination and self-actualization, actually. And we're at the high point of the year. And at the beginning of this Gregorian year, it was said that the Hermit was going to open up its lantern and send their starlight into the world. And our starlight is healing. And our healing is peaceful. Everything flows from the inner sanctuary. And so, yeah, if we're feeling unsettled and we don't perhaps feel like sitting and tuning into a particular energy, perhaps the call is to get up and move. Get up and groove. Nurturing the deep roots within you. I love that we see the tree growing in the heart, in the high heart space here. I believe I say that every time, and it's an 11, and it was 1511 there. Via our choices, we have walked ourselves along the path of mastery, and we will continue to walk along the path of mastery for the foreseeable future. And what do you foresee in the future? And I know we're meant to live in the present. And yet, I think, again, I'm getting shaky because one of the conversations that I had yesterday that um, was with a young lady at work, and she's like, "Oh, what's going on with this country and everything like that," and that she was talking to another young lady at work, and their plan is when their children get through university, then maybe they'll go to the States. And I'm like, I have to be completely honest with you. The time to take action is now. The time to rise up for yourself is now. The time to rise and stand for your children is now, not 10 years down the road. Look what we've become in the last 10 years. And I'm speaking of my homeland, Canada. What have we become in the last 10 years? Numb and dumb. Breadcrumbing. It's like retarded. Our development has been retarded by what? A narrative, an agenda, and an agenda that doesn't serve us. This is my small offering. I hope this serves us to take responsibility and grow up and stand up. Don't sit down and shut up. That's what's wanted of us. Just sit down, shut up, toe the line, even if the line's being, hauled out to the middle of the Great Pacific or the Great Atlantic, and everybody's drowning. We need to rise up. And if not now, when? If not you, who? We've done healing, forgiveness. Can we forgive ourselves for letting ourselves down throughout the years? Hopefully, those of you who are here have walked your path of forgiveness. And now you're in the stage of honoring and moving in the direction of bliss, soul fulfillment, self actualization, manifesting of dreams, dreams and wishes, intuitive communication. The chariot, we're the chariot. Don't wait for 10 years to do something different. Our PowerPoint is always in the present moment. Haul your socks up, haul your pants up, throw those suspenders on, and come on. There's a song there, but it's just when I said come on, there was a song and then it's gone. And all I keep hearing is, come on, Eileen. So if you're my vintage, get up off your ass, man. Turn the PlayStation off. Honest to goodness. We need you. We need you to believe in yourself. Take your divinity off of the shelf. Listen to the whispers of your heart. Someone said to me, "Oh, Lisa, men your age, they don't want relationships." I'm like, that's bullshit. Some do, some don't. And the ones that do have been doing their healing work too, because they're not going to settle for less than they deserve either. And they understand they have taken their divinity off of the shelf. Oh, let's be distracted, elf on the shelf. I'm so glad. All I did was cookies and milk and, some carrots for the reindeer when my son was young. All this other stuff, it's a commercialized. It's like commercialize everything. Watch, as soon as January comes, there'll be friggin' Chinese New Year stuff in the store and Valentine's Day. And, like we're always like not living in the present. And so in the present, how are you feeling? Was there another one here? Oh, there was another one here. Was that from the same day? Yeah, look, I didn't even realize the message. And it's another 10. Do we have 1010 here? We do. Aw, 1010. The message, positive news, positive outcome. Again, it's, we receive, everything is like balanced out in the spiritual realms. We don't have to concern ourselves so much here with, it was said yesterday, getting even or revenge or anything like that. Everything plays out based on our choices, cause and effect, choice and consequence, all of that. And so if we've been doing our work, if we've been true to our heart, if we've been, walking the path of honoring the soul's call, then, we've got nothing to worry about. Worry is a waste of time. And worry is not divine. It was 2133 there. So triple threes. Beyond the mind, the sacred heart beats. So listen to the messages you're receiving. Even if you don't feel like wearing white, wear white. So, union, reunion, high point, the elevation of both the masculine and feminine, seeing the pearl within the grit of the experience. I'm feeling so I'm glad it's Friday in my world. That's all I can say. I'm really glad it's Friday in my world. This is like delicate. This is very, again, it's like a coming together of the divine masculine and feminine, the counterpart, the consort, because both have done the inner work, both have tuned in and will continue to tune in and tap in to their own inner resource. I'm getting hot now, but because this is the high priestess energy, number 2, right? Standing on our own 2 feet, trusting the intuition, and making the moves that we're called to make, and doing the things that we're called to do. Dust things and sweep floors, chop wood, carry water. That's what we do. And when things shift and change, we're still doing those same things. And this is how we continue to evolve as responsible humans and evolve as the eternal soul. I like that. No longer feeling alone, because we have walked our own road, and we can see here, this is like, well, it's a 5, and 5 is always uncomfortable. We've been seeing 5s a lot this year, all the time. 555, lots of towers, lots of 5s, lots of towers, because we're asked to change. And we can resist change all we want. It doesn't matter. Everything's going to change around us anyways. So can you imagine, like, if we didn't change, if we dug our heels in on something that we felt was true years ago? Oh my gosh, we'd all be walking around like, what's that? Yeah, I'm not going to mock, although that's what I do. I was going to say Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys, but I never even have watched an episode of Trailer Park Boys. I just know who the guy is. So, it's like, well, if we don't change, we're all going to walk around looking like mental midgets, a bunch of idiots, idiots. Didn't they used to say idiots? Fidgets. We're fidgety. And we're the ones here in our restlessness. We get to spin the wheel. We get to change. We get to start over again. We get to grow up. And we're not alone. And it's like I feel like at this point, and we have a full moon, I believe on the 4th or 5th, the Cancer full moon, the long night moon on first week of January. So illumination. So for those of us who are here at this time, real time, it feels like by the time we hit that full moon in the new Gregorian year of 2026, a lot of things will have been illuminated for us because we have detached from even desired outcomes, right? Just allowing, this is 11 again, the mastery, the cultivating of peace, being the peaceful dove, walking ourselves through the dark. What was the message yesterday? Destiny. Life didn't get the best of me. Destiny is the sacredness of why and how we now live and breathe. Sacred seed of eternal love. The best is yet to come. Are you ready for fun? That's not what I was looking for. It came in this morning. The purity of heart. Path of purity, dark to light. That's right here. The path of purity, dark to light. Life beyond our fright. Because we are strong and courageous, and we've been dedicated in our pursuit of truth within ourselves, of the answers within ourselves. And we may have fallen off the wagon a time or two. That's okay. We've forgiven ourselves. And we get back on the wagon, or we get back on the horse and giddy up onto, or we get back on the diving board and dive in deeper to the emotional depths within. And we are the ultimate canvas. Our life is the ultimate canvas. What have you been manifesting? Lots of ones here. What have you been manifesting this year? The opening up. This is beautiful. Divinity, royal, the divine royals coming online. Stable and strong building blocks, working with the angelic realms. What are we manifesting? The dream, perhaps. And the 11 card is the justice card. We had that yesterday and it said balance on it, and it was a number 8. So what's it going to be? Because the crown is open. You are receiving. It's important to bring that down. Don't let it stay up here. Bring it through. You don't have to understand it. You don't even have to know what it is, but just receive, breathe all the support into you and send it out through the soles of your feet so you can really feel the stability while you're here on this planetary realm as you manifest your dream. And you have that ability with the divine justice card here and the magician card here. So with that being said, boys and girls, I feel like I'm out of here for the day. I'm getting a little chilly. And, let's just do some singing bowl. I did bring it here, so there's a reason for that. Just let me get both feet on the ground here. Nice deep breathing here. So there is definitely something going on between the high heart and the third eye right now. Do you hear how that? Just let's try that again. So, for some of us, there is um, there is a shift taking place, and I've actually been talking about it for 2 days in the high heart, and it's almost like the high heart. I'm seeing actually right now like an infinity symbol, which starts in the throat, down like up to the through the third eye. I'll draw it. It's one of my. It's like the infinity symbol, starting here, intersecting at the high heart, and going down into the like the heart's the center point. And so for a lot of us here, there is a call as we move through the coming days to really stay in the sacred heart space, the path of purity, from dark to light, divine royalty, take flight. With that being said, everyone, you're very welcome. Wolf Moon Mother, thank you so much, sister, for being here. I love you so much too, and I'm so grateful for your wisdom and your power and strength and all that you pour into me. So with that being said, everyone, we'll be back here tomorrow at 12:21, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Who knows? It's like you just never know, moment to moment. So I'll see you here tomorrow at 12:21, and until then, hold your center, beautiful ones. Just be gentle with yourself, because there is something. There is yesterday, over in the 24 hours previous, there had been quite a shift, and there is a gain. And so we've got to do our part to stabilize ourselves. We're weebles, we wobble, but we don't fall down. And so we're stabilizing through, boots on the ground, soles of the feet on the ground, and the wheel is coming back around in our favor. This is a high point, and the coming few days are, I just heard heightened magic. So let's see what that means as we manifest the life of our dreams and understand that truly divine justice is being served. I see you. I feel you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for showing up and pouring into my cup. And I hope something here has been a drop of sweetness into yours. Until next time, everyone, take good care.